Hello and welcome to one of the greatest Formula 1 games of all time. This is F1 Championship Edition, otherwise known as F1 2006. On the PS3, it was the first Formula 1 game of the PS3 era, and the only one to be made by Sony's company Studio Liverpool, who had the license up to over the last few years. We're not gonna watch that, mainly because of the copyrighted music. But this was originally planned to be an F1 2007 game, and it would have been amazing if it was. To have the likes of Lewis Hamilton in his first season, Alonso at Ferrari, all of that. But it was the last F1 game that had full race commentary, interactive pit stops, and just the overall TV feel of a Formula 1 race weekend. We're going to be starting a career mode today. This is going to take us all the way up to F1 22. I'm really looking forward to it. So if you guys are too, make sure you leave a like. Get involved down in the comment section below. I used to play this game to death back in the day, and I can't wait to get back into it and experience it again. Hopefully not with rose-tinted spectacles, and just realise what an awesome game it is. So here we go. Let's get into the career mode. We are going to be on hard difficulty. The race options, 20% races is probably about where it is. I don't want to be, going massively over that. Fuel use, realistic. Roll and start on. We want a grid overview as well. We're going to have the parade lap and, of course, the podium. So let's start a new career. Here we go. And, of course, that means that we're going to get 3 trials now with Scuderia Toro Rosso, Super Aguri and Midland F1 Racing, who were all new teams back in 2006. Now, I've seen a lot of playthroughs with Scuderia Toro Rosso. I've seen a few with Super Aguri, but I don't think I've ever come across anyone who's gone for Midland first. So let's try and get a trial with them. And of course it's Magnico, which is the first trial. I am going to save it just in case we get no drives, and I'll try again basically. But yeah, Manico to start us off. I haven't played this game for at least 5-6 years. I haven't played it properly for about 13 years, since F1 2010 came out. So yeah, this is going to be interesting, and this is where my habit of using the right analog stick to accelerate and brake comes from, because this game, I personally didn't like X and square, so I used the analogs instead. But beat the cumulative 3-lap target time over a number of laps. So we are underway. Oh, and listening to those V8s. Wow. And I am nervous about what we're going to be able to produce. I don't think we're going to manage it first time, if I'm honest, but we will try our absolute best. And the worst thing with cumulative time is the one slight mistake, one track limit over sorry, I'm struggling. One track limit sort of penalty, and you are totally out of this. Oh, that's not bad. We sort of saved that. A little bit too keen into that corner. But yeah, we could be well off the pace here. But the handling model is just so different. But I tell you what, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. We're just sort of trusting the car. But we will settle for this. This isn't too bad a first lap. I don't think it's anywhere quick enough to challenge this. Oh, a little bit wide for 119. So that would be nowhere near enough to beat the cumulative time over the 3, so... Oh, damn it. Wide we go. No flashbacks in this game. But yeah, I suppose we use this as an extended test session, really. It's probably going to be Magnico where we are going to do the rest of our trials, or at least one of the trials, so we might as well get used to the car. And how it operates around this track. I mean, this is a lot better. Oh, well, it was until we found that. I think we do get one restart. So I'm going to use these first few laps to get ourselves dialed in, and then we'll restart it right at the end. Straight into the wall we go. I mean, that was slightly quicker, that final sector, despite everything that went on. So I do think we can do this. Porpoise in. And obviously we've not been allowed to change the setup or anything like that, so... 1.2 seconds off in that sector where we were before. I can't believe how good our first lap was, really, when we look back at this. But yeah, medium would be too easy, and you can't change the difficulty throughout the career mode, so it is really important that you pick hard straight away if that's where you want to pitch it and have some challenge. Slightly quicker second sector there. Yeah, we're going to be well off the cumulative time that we expected, but we know that we weren't going to be able to do this. I wanted the sort of 10 lap run at it. We've got 1 lap left. Let's see what sort of time we can put in. That's pretty decent. Okay, it was a little bit grassy, but let's see. Oh, only a 10th quicker than our best. That's crazy. Personally think the cumulative lap time is the hardest one to hit, because it's testing your race pace, and we're trying to push really hard to hit that time. That's a much better middle sector. And there you go. So we did 3:59. So we were about 7 seconds off. But we do get another go at it. We might get a third go at it as well. So let's see how we get on this time. But as I say, if we can get there, you've got 10 laps to reach this lap time. We might manage it. Not the worst. Not the worst. Alright, let's see if we can produce pretty much our perfect lap here. I didn't want to go over the curbs there, just sort of broke a little bit too early probably. you idiot. You idiot. Right, let's restart it again and try once more. Well, I'll tell you what, this isn't a bad little run. That's pretty good. A 1:16.1. I mean, if we did 3 of them, we'd be absolutely fine. Oh, just too wide, annoying. Might have to give it a go on the second of our 3rd laps, if you like. This is going to be slow. Yeah, 1 second slower in that first sector. Not good. But if we could match the rest of the lap, and we might just about manage it. But I have to say, getting back into it quite quickly. So here we go. This is going to be our first cumulative time that's going to be within reach of the target. Oh no! I think that would have actually... Oh, well, it has done. It has actually made us pass the test, so we will at least have a test drive with Midland, but yeah, we're not going to manage the rest of this now. So we're going to quit, and I think... Does that mean we pass the test? Hey, successful trial. So they've offered us a seat as a test driver. Of course, we don't want to do that. But let's head to the recruitment board. I think next up I'd probably go Toro Rosso. Catalunya, okay. Now then, what are we going to get? I really hope it's not a cumulative test time again. Because I think that's just ridiculous, personally. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, okay, so we have 10 laps to basically get the best possible time. Now, we have a B12 inside this, and this is the old-style Catalunya, so quite a quick circuit. So we need to beat a 1:17.3. Let's see what we can do in this first run. Probably not a lot, but we'll try. And remember, we don't just want to beat it, we want to absolutely smash the time so that we get a race seat. Ooh, just about kept it on the track. Not bad. This is pretty good. I always think the sense of speed on this game is ridiculous. Feels so good, and it still looks pretty good for a 16-year-old game now. Wide there. Round the final corner. That's not bad, but it's not going to be quick enough. So 1:19.5 is our benchmark. I'm not sure we're going to get anywhere near the correct time for this, but as I say, we will try. Let's see how we get on in this first sector. As I suspected, about 3/10 slower, so it's going to be second and third sector where we can really see the biggest impact. But you know, realistically, we're going to have to knock 4 seconds off that to get a race seat. But I will try. I will honestly try until the very end. It was half a second quicker, but again, that's not going to be... It's not going to be enough, really. Oh, straight into the wall. Right, I'm going to... Oh, no! No, we failed it. Oh, thank goodness. We get another chance. Right, I'll pump in the laps and see how good we can get. Well, after quite a long time trying to do all of this, we have passed a test by a significant margin with a Super Aguri. Now, I'm really hoping that that means we are going to get a test or a driving position. 2.2 seconds. I'm not entirely sure that is going to be enough, though, which would be incredibly frustrating. But let us see. Hey, we have got a drive for next season, which is very, very good with Super Aguri. We will get that signed up straight away. You know, we're not going to get that from from Scuderia Toro Rosso. That's just not going to happen. So we will sign on the dotted line and we will be with Super Aguri, which is going to be amazing. So let's see how we get on in the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Welcome to Sakhir, Bahrain for this afternoon's qualifying session. 1 hour of entertainment and excitement starts right here. Session 1 is starting imminently, so without delay, let's find out who makes it through to Session 2 and who will make up the back part of the grid. It's
Here we are
Ide, who is
in
first
Bahrain
out
then.
circuit.
And there is our teammate, Yuji Ide. What a famous guy he is from the 2006 season. Let's have a watch of him as he goes around this circuit. Oh, we've got Nick Heidfeld or Jacques Villeneuve there. Not sure which one it is, but I think his teammate is behind. There's one of the Midlands, Thiago Montero or Christian Albers. Not sure which again. Scuderia Toro Rosso there, Scott Speed and Vit Antonio Liuzzi. I think I've seen a Ferrari behind there, actually. Did I see a Ferrari there? I'm not sure. But this is just such an amazing feature of this game that you can just sit and watch the session, TV-style broadcast. And I can't believe that, you know, the F1 games of nowadays have not really produced this sort of game. You know, this sort of gameplay mechanic. But, you know, getting a good idea of this Bahrain International Circuit. Of course, a track I'm incredibly familiar with, but we might not quite have the pace around here. But there's a Red Bull, the Williams there as well. That's probably Mark Webber. It'll be interesting to see who's in the bottom 5. There's a Ferrari in the background. I did see one before. I was correct about that. There he is. Toyota there as well, so lots and lots of all teams in this, of course. You see a McLaren in there with a Vodafone livery. What an awesome looking McLaren that is. The Honda there, that's JB. But yeah, I'm gonna fiddle with the setup and see where I can get to. Here we go then. I'm excited. Let's leave the garage and see how we get on here. Kimi Raikkonen quickest at the moment with a 134.7. Thiago Montero currently the man in the drop zone. Or in the driver at risk, I should say. With a 137.9. It'll be interesting to see what our first lap time produces. You know, I'm expecting to struggle in these first couple of laps while we're getting used to the car and having a setup car in this game, because I don't think I've ever had that. Always had a default setup.
Drivers on a flying lap right now are Felipe Massa, Ralf Schumacher, Juan Pablo Montoya, Rubens Barrichello, David Coulthard, Nico Rosberg, Mark Webber.
Okay, so we have got 2 laps at this. Thought that was going to go red there. We're just sort of easing it round, getting ourselves a banker time in there. Honestly, I have no idea where this is going to put us. Probably dead last in this first Grand Prix. I don't see us having the pace to really compete, but here we come, up to the line. What's it going to be? It is a 1:38.4, which puts us 18th actually, and that was a pretty scrappy lap, as you saw. So maybe we can compete and try and get into Q2. Perhaps that is something we're capable of.
Nico Rosberg posts a new lap time. He really hasn't performed so far. The car just doesn't seem to want to do it.
Quicker through the first sector. Little spin there though. So
Felipe Massa completes a fast lap. Hopefully he's pleased with that result.
yeah, I'm not sure we're going to be able to do any better than that. I mean, we'll keep an eye on the fuel.
Mark Webber completes a flying lap.
If that goes down to 1 on this lap, then
the car is simply not competitive at the
we're
moment.
not going to manage another lap on this run. And there you go, it does go to 1. So let's head to the pits. We'll advance the time a little bit. Let's see if there's anybody out there on a flying lap being timed right now. Certainly doesn't look like it, does it? Not seen any times yet, but lots of people coming out of the pits. And there you go. So Alba's 20th at the moment on a 1:38.7. There's a Ferrari looking like he wants to come past there. Very, very interesting, isn't it? Okay, right. 5 minutes to go in this session. Let's get out there. Let's see what we can do. Mark Webber currently on the bubble. A 1:37.1 he's on at the moment. But as I say, I think we can really nail this. If we absolutely nail this lap, we could really get ourselves into the top 14, I think. Comfortably safe in Q2, but it all really depends. It's a slower first lap. We don't want to catch too much of the curb and go spinning. This isn't bad. This ain't bad at all. We might get a second lap in there. You know, from our run before. We might manage that. So we come to very fast section. Oh, again, nearly lost it through there. That'll drop of speed. It's got to be quicker, surely.
Jack Villeneuve completes a fast lap. He'll be
It is 7/10 quicker, in fact. So this could well be enough to get ourselves into the top 16. So here we come. Round the final corner it is then. Nice little exit from there. And we come up to the line. It's not going to be anywhere near pole, but where it is going to put us is 12th. What an awesome lap. A 1:36 flat. So that is an excellent lap. Particularly considering we went straight on at turn 4 last time. So P12 in the Super Super Aguri so far. You are expecting a little bit of improvement from the guys at the bottom, but UGE currently slowest of the
Christian
lot.
Albers sets a new qualifying lap time. He's done enough on this occasion.
What is interesting is that Antonio Liuzzi is quicker than both Williams cars at the moment. He's the man on the bubble in 16th place. So currently, both Williams going out in Q1, which would be a little bit of a shock. Tiago Montero in the Midland, quicker than Scott Speed in the Toro Rosso. Alba's looking pretty slow as well in that Midland.
Drivers on a flying lap right now are Felipe Massa, Rubens Barrichello,
let's get us up to
Kimi Räikkönen, Michael Schumacher,
slightly
Jarno
slower,
Trulli,
but
Ralf Schumacher, Fernando Alonso,
maybe overall it'll be a
David
faster
Coulthard,
lap time. We'll
Nico
see.
Rosberg.
We're not going to manage to finish another lap anyway, so we come up to the line. Don't think this is going to be quite as good, a 136 flats. Oh, it is 3/10 quicker in that final sector, and that keeps us in 12th place with a 135.7. Still 2 seconds off Felipe Massa, but certainly something that we can be proud of out there, knowing that we are through to Q2. It'd be nice to see if we can get through to Q3.
Antonio Liuzzi completes a qualifying lap. He won't be writing home about that lap. In fact, I think he'd rather forget about it altogether.
So there
We'll continue in a few moments with the second knockout session, where we'll decide grid positions 16 to 11.
So going out in Q1, Nico Rosberg, Mark Webber, Tiago Montero, Scott Speed, Christian Albers, and Yuji Ide.
Session 2 is about to get underway. We've reset the clocks as the times from session 1 are now irrelevant, and we've also cut the number of cars down from 22 to 16. By the end of this session, we'll be down to 10 contenders, all battling it out in a shootout session for pole position.
They all seem a little bit slower in Q2 as it stands. Felipe Massa only a 1:34.6. He did a 1:33.7 in Q1. Jenson Button a 1:35.9 is currently in 10th. We did a 1:35.7 in the last session, so I do think that we have got an outside chance of getting into Q3 here if we can pull everything together. Again, we're going to go for a bit of a banker lap here. See how we get on. A bit wide there, not brilliant. But you know, at certain tracks we could do an awesome job. Super Aguri, whoa, that's a little bit too wide. So we were doing sort of 109.5 through here before, that's 109.7. So we're probably looking at a 35.9, which is going to put us right on the bubble with Jenson Button here, depending on how our third sector has gone. It's a pretty good final corner, and we're going to bring it up to the line. What's it going to be? So we lifted a little bit there. It's going to be in the 35s. It's a 36 flat. Wow. That is so close to getting through to Q3, but P11 at the moment. But this is an awesome first race for us. There you go, Fernando Alonso goes quickest with a 1:33.7. Quicker in sector 1, a 10th quicker to be precise. This should be our ultimate pace in the car this lap, with the fuel all out of the car, soft tyres. In Q3, of course, all the fuel will be going in for the race. So this is the ultimate pace of the car. any quicker in Q3. Wow, 108.7, so nearly a second quicker in Sector 2 there. This could be an awesome lap. This could be into the 34s. We're down to 13th as it stands, a 135.4 to get through. As it currently stands, we're going to come up to the line. What's it going to be? Coulthard now in 10th, and now we are going to go into the top 10, I think. Oh wait, no, a 135.7 only puts us 11th as it stands. Well, let's head back to the pits and see how we can get on from there, but I'm quite enjoying this view. This is cool. Let's see what we can manage in the first sector. Is this going to be any quicker? It's actually a little bit quicker, but I don't think we've got the fuel to finish this off. I mean, that's 0.5 quicker. I don't know when the car's going to run out of fuel, this is the thing, but I mean, we've been a little bit slow in this middle sector anyway. A second slower, in fact. Let's see what we can do. Probably going to be a little bit quicker. Are we going to have enough fuel to get over the line? That's the big question. We do come over the line. 135.7 again.
Michael Schumacher, Kimi Räikkönen.
And that might cost us because I don't think we're going to have enough time to get round. No, 20 seconds left. So let's see this session finish. We've got a BMW coming up to the line, but everybody else probably won't manage to finish another time. So we are going to go out in Q2, but that is certainly not anything to be disappointed about. That is an excellent first qualifying session for us, and we qualify in 12th. Going out in Q2 is David Coulthard, ourselves, Nick Heidfeld, Christian Klein, Jack Villeneuve, and Vitantonio Liuzzi.
The final shootout session is about to get underway. We've reset the clocks for the final time. This session will determine the order of the top 10 for tomorrow's race.
So, who is going to be on pole position?
This is the final battle for pole position.
Felipe Massa.
So there we have it. From 10th to pole, the grid order looks like this. Great qualifying session. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm sure you have too. Looking at the grid lineup, there seems to be a number of intriguing battles waiting to be resolved on race day. We look forward to sharing it with you. Goodbye. So
Felipe Massa on his debut for Ferrari takes pole position ahead of Michael Schumacher, 7-time world champion. Juan Pablo Montoya completes the top 3 there. Kimi Räikkönen in 4th as his McLaren teammate. Fernando Alonso, the world champion, starts in 5th with Giancarlo Fisichella, his teammate, in 6th. The 2 Toyotas will be happy with 7th and 8th. Ralf Schumacher out-qualifying Jarno Trulli. And finally, Jenson Button and Rubens Barrichello take 9th and 10th. So there you have it then. We managed to qualify in 12th place for tomorrow's Grand Prix. UGA Day down in 22nd. Can we get into the points, or are we going to have one of those famous, horrible retirements that you can get so easily on this game by just being a little bit too aggressive? Let's find out what happens in the race. Here we go.
Here we are in the blistering heat of the Persian Gulf, and this is the Bahrain Grand Prix. Formula One's popularity knows no bounds. They may not have had any home teams or drivers here, but our Arabian hosts are still big fans. Whether it's horses, camels or F1 cars, Bahrain certainly loves its racing. The Formula One Roadshow has truly arrived in the Middle East, and we're all set for a real sizzler. This is race day in the desert. Conditions are just about perfect here today. clear skies and perfect temperatures on and off the track. The forecast is also good, and we expect it to stay like this for the whole race. On pole is Felipe Massa. Second on the grid is Michael Schumacher. Third is Juan Pablo Montoya. Fourth is Kimi Raikkonen. Fifth is Fernando Alonso. Giancarlo Fisichella is next to him in sixth. Ralf Schumacher is seventh. Jarno Trulli occupies eighth on the grid.
Okay, so there we are, looking down the grid. Ourselves in 12th place. That might be a bit flattering of our race pace, but we will see. You never know. But here we are, ready for the formation lap.
The grid is clear, the drivers are ready. And the drivers set off on their formation lap.
We're definitely going to be weaving about trying to get those tyres nice and hot.
Here we go. Just remember, you don't have 100% grip yet as the tyres aren't fully warmed up. The tyre blankets can only do so much.
You very much get steering assist on these formation laps, so keep you
To heat the tyres up properly, you need to quickly weave left and right on the circuit, scrubbing the tyre across the track surface to generate more heat. This will put some flexibility into the tyre wall. Heating them up properly will give you optimum grip when you come to pull away from the lights. Remember, the tyre...
Now what I need to do on the driving aids is have traction control. I feel like you can do that, can't you? Is there a way? If we pop that down to 1, I think that's how you get your rear tyres warm.
Start calling whilst you wait for the other drivers to assemble on the grid. Okay, you ready? There's a good chance of scoring some World Championship points today, so please drive sensibly, take your opportunities where you can get them. Who knows? With a few failures from the cars ahead of you, you could be in with a great chance.
Ferrari's well ahead on the track. The grid is completely split up here. Get our tyres nice and hot, ready for the start of this race. Front tyres are absolutely perfect. Let's just get these rear tyres going. So the Ferraris doing a very good job of getting around, but they're going to have very, very cool tyres. As is the Red Bull and David Coulthard ahead of us, because we're not very close to him, but we have pretty much managed to get the tyres perfectly up the temperature here. So we'll head back to traction control of 3, and I'll try and sort that out for the next episode. I believe you can use the directional pad to change those, but here we go, around the final corner then. Oh, nearly lost it there, but nice warm tyres. Let's get the fronts back up to temperature, and there you go. Everybody on the grid there, tyres are...
all systems functioning within the tolerances. Have a great race.
Gonna be cooling down, but here we go. We are ready for the action, ready for the race.
Don't go anywhere. Turn up the volume and enjoy. Here we go.
Lights out, away we go here in Bahrain, and it's a fantastic start off the grid.
Gets off to a flyer.
And now we've got to be very, very careful going into turn 1. Oh, Oh, there's a big incident already.
Massa leads out of the first turn.
There was a huge incident into the first corner.
Next is
It was one of the Hondas. I think it was Jensen Button, perhaps.
Keep an eye out and don't overtake.
But yeah, we have a driver out of the Grand Prix already. It might have been one of the Toyotas, but we're up into the points, and this is a great start. We overtake the Italian of Giancarlo Fisichella, so we're up to 6th at the start of this first lap. A very, very good start, and trying to keep ourselves out of trouble here early on. Possibly a chance into turn 10, but certainly not going to risk it all on this first lap in this first Grand Prix. Looks like the two Ferraris are off to the perfect start. The two McLarens follow, and world champion Fernando Alonso just ahead of us at the moment. We've got Fisichella on our outside. There could be some contact, and we have a spin. And now this is bad, but we do not want to be.
Don't go mad through sector 2. We've got yellow flags being shown. No
Well,
overtaking.
we didn't want to make contact with
Simon out of the
Fisichella.
circuit. It's the race leader. He's out of the race.
Oh, somebody's out. Somebody's out with an engine failure. That looks like Felipe Massa. Now then, we're going to have some comeback here. But a little spin there in sector 2. That was very disappointing. And what a shame.
Completed, the field looks like this. Michael Schumacher leads. Raikkonen is second. Third is Juan Pablo Montoya. Fourth is Alonso. He's up from 5th. Fisichella 5th. Jensen Button in 6th. Trulli 7th. And Barrichello is in 8th.
Our teammate Yuji Ide, goodness me, slowed down through that corner there. That was nearly the end of both of our races.
About 3.5 seconds in the first sector.
Just have to be so careful with the racing in this game. We go down the inside of Yuji Ide, and that is a nice move.
Overtaking opportunities. You're running in 19th.
So we're ahead of our teammate. That's the first driver. That's what primarily we need to do, but we have got the pace round here, I think, to do a little bit better. I don't know when the pit stops are going to be, if at all. We seem to be fueled for the whole Grand Prix, so I'm a bit gutted about that. I thought we'd have some pit stops to look forward to, but I can't remember whether you can change the race options. Mid-season, but we'll perhaps do that for next time out. But we come through, and that is going to be a 138.1. Not bad. But yeah, we need to get ahead of these guys. Should be able to make a move now on Christian Albers, and we are through. So up to 18th once again. We'll just be a bit careful on the exit here, like we were last time. That's good. So we're through.
P17, okay? P17. 0.3 seconds faster through that sector.
We're through on Thiago Montero. That's it. Perfect.
16th position,
Nice.
okay? You're running 16th.
Quite a way to go to get back into any sort of points, and that's going to be very unlikely unless there's some retirements up ahead. But this has been good racing so far. I'll certainly settle for it.
That's just about the fastest you've been to the second sector in this session.
So trying to close in on Scott Speed. Up ahead, Mark Webber is the one ahead of him as well. The Williams showing better race pace than their quali pace.
Grand Prix. Michael Schumacher
Now we're
leads.
getting right into the
Raikkonen
slipstream.
second.
of Scott Speed. Can we get past him into turn 1? We're closing in.
Jensen Button in 6th.
Obviously no DRS in this era of Formula 1. We go down the inside of Scott Speed, and another good move. Up to 15th now. Oh, I don't want to get any of our car onto the sand. That's going to cost us dear if we do that. So, through the first sector.
0.2 seconds through sector 1.
Not bad. Might have another chance on Mark Webber here. We're making good progress through the field, up to 14th now. And Nico Rosberg is the next car ahead. Imagine what we could have done had we managed to keep it on the track in that first lap, perhaps just giving up that position to Fizzy Keller, because we do seem to have good pace.
According to the car condition indicator, your tyres have reached a good heat and grip level should be pretty good.
Webber just behind us.
3 seconds faster than the previous time for that sector.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Just way ahead of Mark Webber, so this is going to be our fastest lap of the race so far, 1:35.8. which is nearly at our qualifying time, so it shows that we had a little bit more in the tank in qualifying. This is good stuff, certainly quicker than Webber, and closing in on Nico Rosberg.
Yellow flag, sector 1, so don't overtake please.
And we have got a retirement behind, looks like one of the Midland cars. An overtake on Rosberg this lap, but we can stay within this sort of range potentially next lap if we keep going. Of course, definite attrition in these races for the AI, so you've got to take advantage of that. But Michael Schumacher dominating the Grand Prix at the moment. The McLaren's keeping him honest, but not under pressure. That's a pretty good exit through that corner. Now closing right in on Nico Rosberg's Williams. So onto the pit straight. We got a better exit. Now we're going to make the move perfect.
Raikkonen is second. Third is Juan Pablo Montoya. Fourth is Alonso. Fisichella fifth. Jensen Button in sixth. Trulli seventh. And Barrichello is in 8th.
You just beat your best time through sector 3.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. So past Rosberg, so up to 13th now. The Red Bull of Christian Klein just ahead of us. It'd be nice to get past him and back to our qualifying position of 12th place. Two BMWs as well, potentially we could get past them and David Coulthard by the end of the Grand Prix, but don't see us getting up towards the Toyotas and Hondas. They are sort of in the next tier, but we were in that tier at the start of this Grand Prix. That's fine. Ooh, nearly slipped out again there. 6 laps to go after this.
Your best time through sector 2.
Another good exit through sector 2 now, and this is a great chance on Klein. And just like with Rosberg in the last lap, just gonna take it easy and allow the exit speed to get us there, and we are through on Christian Klein.
See what you can do to move up.
And there's another engine failure, and it's one of the BMWs. It's Nick Heidfeld. So
running in 11th
probably not one of the cars we wanted to have a failure. Oh, there's another one though, and that is Jensen Button.
You're making good
So,
progress moving up the back.
we could potentially sneak into the points today. We've got 5 laps to go after this. We're just behind Nick Heidfeld, so it must have been Jacques Villeneuve actually in the BMW. But a chance on Nick Heidfeld here. We go down the inside. That's good racing.
Ninth position, okay, P9 right now.
And now David Coulthard in the in the Red Bull is all that's standing between ourselves and a point on our debut. A solitary point for 8th place was all you got back in 2006. This was modern day F1. We'd already be in the points, of course, and getting 2 of them. That's not the way it works.
The end's in sight now, just 5 laps to go.
Struggling a little bit through those 2 corners. 3.5 seconds is the gap between ourselves and David Coulthard. 5 laps to go in this Grand Prix.
We're at 2/3 race distance. Michael Schumacher leads. Raikkonen is second. Third is Juan Pablo Montoya. Fourth is Alonso. Fisichella 5th. Trulli 6th. Barrichello is 7th. He's moved up from 8th. And in 8th is Coulthard.
If there is any more failures up ahead, of course that would promote us to the points as well, without us having to do anything, so I prefer here, but we are quicker than Coulthard. 0.7 of a second quicker in that first sector. And now, trying to close in on him. Edge down those seconds. We do seem to have a little bit more pace in that final sector than the AI. That is a really, really lovely section, and that is our best run through there of the whole race. So 3.2 seconds now the gap.
We're now 3 quarters away into this race. Michael Schumacher leads. Raikkonen is second. Third is Juan Pablo Montoya. Fourth is Alonso. Fisichella 5th. Trulli 6th. Barrichello is 7th. And in 8th is Coulthard.
0.2 of a second faster through sector 3.
34.9. We are currently going quicker than our qualifying pace, so that shows what potential we had for getting into that top 10 in qualifying.
Soon heat up and turn green on the indicator.
We drop a couple of positions. That is hugely disappointing, but that's what can happen. You dip a tyre on the dirt and you're round, and that is disappointing. That we've had 2 spins in this Grand Prix. Both have cost us points, because I do think we could have got Coulthard there. But anyway, we're going to try get back those positions that we've just lost. But yeah, need to be just a little less aggressive, I think, in the future races, to make sure that we can finish these races in as high position as possible. I'd love to get back past Nico Rosberg, making his debut in Formula 1 as well. So here we go. Got the slipstream again. And here you go.
You made great time in that final sector. You're hanging in the middle of the pack at the minute, 11th place.
Oh, buddy. Does us there, brakes a little bit earlier. Gets the undercut, but now as we head up towards turn 4.
Your tyres are reading green on the condition indicator. You should have optimum grip levels now.
Should have been us making the move there. Wasn't the case. Come on. Gonna be able to do it. It's not looking likely.
As we head into the closing stages of this Grand Prix, Michael Schumacher leads.
Oh, he's spinning again.
Raikkonen is second. Third is Juan Pablo Montoya. Fourth is Alonso. Fisichella fifth. Trulli sixth. Barrichello is seventh. And in eighth is Coulthard.
Well, that looks to be about all she wrote for this race for us. 3 spins, not good enough.
Sector, that's the fastest time you've set so far.
This is the final lap for race leader Michael Schumacher.
It's Michael Schumacher in first. He just started his last lap.
Raikkonen second.
Two-tenths of a second faster through sector 2.
Well, here we come on to the final lap then. This has been by far our best lap of the Grand Prix at 134.4. Michael Schumacher has started his final lap. He's in the lead. He's not far off finishing this now. Are we going to be able to go back up to 12th place here? A little bit of contact, but we're okay. Could have easily been out of the Grand Prix, but we are fine. So we're going to finish where we started in 12th place, and I think that's an opportunity missed. We could have got points on our debut,
Michael Schumacher,
but not to be. Michael Schumacher wins the race.
Raikkonen will cross the line second.
We've got Montoya third, Alonso fourth, Fisichella in fifth. And that's going to be Trulli in sixth, then Barrichello seventh, and David Coulthard rounding out the top 8. But I think a debut to be proud of, finishing in 12th place. We've had lots of good overtakes, especially considering after the first lap we dropped all the way to the back of the grid, and we have fought our way back, and we've come through and we finished in a lovely 12th position. That'll do.
So there we have it, the new Formula One season gets underway here at the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit in Sakhir. It's the first time since 1995 that the opening race of the season has not been held in Australia. It's been exciting, and it's only the start of what I'm sure promises to be a fascinating season. See you in 7 days' time for round 2 in Sepang. Formula One is back.
So there you have it then. Michael Schumacher wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. Raikkonen in second, Montoya third, Alonso fourth, Fisichella fifth, Trulli sixth, Barrichello seventh, and Coulthard eighth. Ide finishing off the runners there, but Button, Villeneuve, Montero, Massa, and Ralf Schumacher all DNF. In the constructors, McLaren do take an early lead over Ferrari, who are 1 point ahead of Renault, Toyota, and Honda, as well as Red Bull off the mark. So there you have it then. There is the start of our season with Super Aguri, and they are going to be very, very happy with that. You know, a very good start to our career, you would say. 12th place in a Super Aguri. If you'd said that at the start, we'd have been delighted with that. But we got to do better. We got to try and cut out the spins. And maybe we'll get some points, and hopefully that'll start next time out in Malaysia. So if you have enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below, subscribe for plenty more F1 content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.